Ever since H.G. Wells coined the phrase time travel, the concept of leaping back and forth among the ages has bedeviled us as science and captivated us as fiction. In books, on radio, in the movies, comics, and as the decade after decade success of Doctor Who shows, and Quantum Leap and the more recent 11/22/63 and Outlander also show, on television, time travel is a gift that keeps on giving year after year. However, as James Gliddick's new book, Time Travel: A History reveals, the notion of time travel can mean different things to different languages and cultures. As tonight's debut of Timeless on NBC and the October 5th premiere of Frequency on the CW shows, it can also mean different things to different networks. And by different, I mean variations on not good. The problem with both the Sean Ryan and Eric Kripke created NBC series and the Jeremy Carver developed CW show is that they don't really go anywhere from what I've seen. Sure, Timeless jumps to the Hindenburg disaster of 1937, or that night in 1865 when Abraham Lincoln fatally went to Ford Theater. But despite talk of potential butterfly effects in the continuum of events, there doesn't seem to be any consequences, and hence no stakes, as our trio of heroes chase rogue NSA agent Flynn, played by Goran Vishnak, and his stolen time machine through history.
It's very important we find him.
Who are you?
This is Dr. Dre. I'm Nurse Jackie. We're from General Hospital.
Getting a spot after the voice is choice, and the costumes are nice, and Matt Lanter's unfathomably recruited soldier does do all the right things. But the storylines are, even with the truth in Malcolm Barrett's portrayed scientist "I am black, there is literally no place in American history that will be awesome for me" line, really a case of stay calm and move on, which episodically works okay on the low end of the scale, silly or not, in any era, but really is a waste of the talents of Rectify alum Abigail Spencer, who plays the resident historian on Timeless. As for Frequency, well, let's start off saying it certainly is better than the quicksand that fellow CW or the also time-traveling debut season of DC's Legends of Tomorrow descended into last year. However, with that in mind, let's also be clear that for the cop family drama based on the 2000 flick of the same name, that's not very high a standard.
Hello?
Who is this?
My name is Raimi Sullivan.
Here is then a modern-day offspring, ably played now and gender-shifted to Tomorrow People's Peyton List, suddenly finds herself able to communicate via ham radio with 1996 and her now long dead and supposedly corrupt father, who is, or rather was, also an NYPD cop like her and is portrayed by Riley Smith. In many ways, as Liz Raimi Sullivan tells her dad that the end is near and saves his life, and the duo go to solve decades-old crimes from both ends of the time spectrum, there is an interesting daughter-father relationship explored in Frequency.
You die tomorrow.
9:12 p.m.
Dad, please, don't go.
I can't walk away from this. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, its signal gets frequently lost as the show expects us to go with its premise, but the effect of timeline changes become less and less of a factor as other characters go, come, or simply fade in significance. Time travel as a concept injects so much into our sense of the rules of life in the universe, and I guess that's why we're so attracted to it in fiction. It will be worth seeing how ABC's upcoming Time After Time and Fox's Making History tackle the trope. As it is now with tonight's premiere of The Thin Timeless and Wednesday's debut of The Fuzzy Frequency, well, I'm waiting for Peter Capaldi's Time Lord's Christmas special and next year's new season of Doctor Who, because that's time worth traveling for. I'm Dominic Patton for Deadline Hollywood.